Hello my friends, I've got a new Ryfield models kit, the new PUMA, so it looks pretty cool. You get this really nice new picture on the front, and that's a new picture by that person in 2024, and it shows you what you get. So you get the engine parts, that's one of its selling things, with engine parts. So you get the old Tatra engine, I think it is, but there's not a hell of a lot of interior detail. But that looks pretty cool. Also, they released some, what was it, 3D printed wheels to go with it that had the weighting on it, the wheel sag or whatever you call it. But they're way too expensive, I didn't get them. So, you get the whole movable suspension going on there, which, is pretty good. Miniart are going to be releasing a PUMA too as well, so see what that's like, but this is brand new, so I wanted to have a look. I also got this little thing here, so to go with my Miniart figures, you get some helmets, resin helmets with chicken wire, so you get two of those ones with that kind of setup, and one of these. And then you get two of those ones and one of those. So they're just here. They look pretty good. They'll be much improvement for the figures. The winter kind of figures, the Miniart figures. They'll come up really good. But this PUMA does look alright. Have a quick look in the instructions here. So you get your parts. Not heaps of parts like Miniart, it's a lot easier to build, I think. And you can see it's a lot simpler. You build up all your suspension and you've got options, you can cut this thing off to make them movable and all that, or you can have them static. These brake wires or whatever they are made out of plastic, and then you just build it up and it looks really simple with some good molding by Ryfield. And it looks like Ryfield does have some pretty good molding machines down at their factory. There's that engine there, doesn't look too hard to build. It's on one sprue basically. And you see it's already nearly done. But it doesn't look like an overly complicated little machine anyway. And then you just put it all together, put these side parts on. You see that's all moulded in place. And I do know with the Miniart ones that are coming out, this isn't all moulded in place, and that's the same with the Dragon as well. You can have these open. But this one, no, you can't. And then you got to build up the turret. So you get all these cool little diagrams and stuff in it. And it shows you how it should look. So they're really easy to build, a lot easier to build than Miniart. You get a really cool 3D printed muzzle brakes. And you don't get a heap of selections here, so there's a training unit one. And then there's 3 Panzer Division ones in Normandy of the summer of '44. That one, and then these 2. And you can see that you get this pretty basic sort of decal sheet. And you also get the photo edge. That's the rear of the photo edge. That's the front there. And you get instructions because they've been adding this into their kits lately, I've noticed. These new things here. But you get those things for the wheels, so those little rubber thingies, majiggamies, and then you get those. They do look good, so they'll come up nice, and you can have the covered one or you can have the uncovered one, and also you get some very nice clear stuff. And if we look here, this is the body. Looks pretty simple, looks pretty basic, but I think it'll do the job really well. As you can see, you can't have these open, which is a tad annoying. Hold on, let's kick the cat. Which is a tad annoying. But if you look at the back here, because this is going to be, you know, meant to be an interior kit. And what I like with Mini Art is that they really do get rid of these ejector pin marks, but it's all over the place here. And although you get, you know, nice interior detail, these ejector pin marks, oops, sorry about that, are not going to be fun. And will have to be cleaned up. And it doesn't matter on that side, you won't see these things here. Get some tools, and they look really good and well solidly printed out or injection molded. I've only done one Riffield model kit before, and they have really solid plastic, where Mini Art uses a bit of a softer one, and Dragon as well. This is only my second Riffield kit. And this is one of the extra things that they're putting in. So you get a lot of this infantry stuff with some really nice MP40s. Then we get one of these large sprues here. And it's got all these stuff on it. And that's all just your, you know, little things. You got your doors and all that kind of stuff. The F sprue. Look at those horrible ejection marks on the back of those doors. That's horrible, Riffield. That is horrible. You get two of these. This would be to make up the wheels. They look pretty nice. And there you got your leaf springs. And they've got some slide molding. Here's the engine, the old diesel engine, and you see it's just on one sprue, so it'll be pretty, you know, easy to put together, and you can have that showing with the little things open. Here we've got some of the actual turret, and that's the cannon cone thingy, and that's the cannon there. More little stowage things and all that kind of stuff. And then you get the base here, so this is the interior of it. And I don't like it that much because it does have a lot of ejector pin marks that's really noticeable. But it does have some nice interior detail, so once you clean it all up and all that, it will look nice. And the exterior detail is really good. And this goes with it, so this is the where all the suspension goes. And this is the actual set you get. Looks really similar to the Tamiya one. But the stuff does have some, you know, detail on it. There's some oil ones and some water ones, and then you get some of these as well. And they've got a little bit of detail on them as well. And then you get this one, but I definitely think Mini Art does the better ones. And here you only get the 1941 and the 1942 versions. And the Puma was 1943 at the earliest. And then you finally get this thing. So there's not a whole heap of sprues. You also get the turret, which is loose. But inside it's pretty bad. You see all those ejector pin marks at the top? Heaps of them. And you also get some wheels, but these wheels look pretty good. And they've got some writing on them as well. Like they've got the German writing on them, and so that's really cool, and it's on both sides. So that's the Puma kit. I'm going to build it up now, I reckon. We'll get started on it, and I'll see you again very soon.